In a far northern country, Germany, a chancellor has been ruling for 11 years, building Europe's strongest economy, angering her enemies with her immigration policies. This is the story of the woman who would change the face of Europe forever.
Winds in the east. Refugees coming in. Like something is brewing and about to begin. Can't put my finger on what lies in store. But I fear what's to happen in Germany's all happened before. Or probably not.
Extra halitosis. Even though the sound of German something quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious.
Even if you say it soft, you always sound precocious.
What?
Super Stitcher Blitzkrieg Station Extra Halitosis.
Yes, you can say it backwards, which is the solar at the let's sneak, shriek, but that's going a bit far, don't you think?
Indubitably.
Featuring all the hotly debated hits.
In every job that must be done, there's an element of fun. Find the fun and stop. The job's a game. Just a spoonful of sugar helps immigration go down. Immigration go down. Immigration go down. Just a spoonful of sugar helps immigration go down. Now off, Scheiße, go away.
Germany like you've never seen it before.
Feed the cards, toppings the bag, toppings the bag. Sporting, we always have much to be proud of. Schweinsteiger is good.
Schweinwatty? Are you making fun of me about that bloody pig again? I swear I didn't stag that f***ing swine.
What? No, shut up. Our first game is called Well Begun is Half Done.
I don't like the sound of that.
Otherwise titled Let's Tidy Up Europe's Economy. Speaking of which, where's your tax money, David?
Well, gosh, before we get into that, let's go fly a kite.
No? Who has time to fly kites? Germany doesn't run itself. Enough with the singing now. We've had enough fun. Too much shizing joy. I said stop. No singing. Humming counts as singing.
Angela Merkel is Sweary Poppins. She'll f***ing get you into shape for your own damn good.
Welcome. Kamogelo.
Salukela.
Sonzela.
Wapgalekile.
To the 131st state of the puppet nation.
Let's get it on. This week, Julius Malema is making up words.
You are welcome.
Baleka Mbete is ready to fight.
Come and have a go.
And Barack Obama is dropping the mic.
Boom.
All this and more. But first, this.
A board of inquiry into whether or not former police commissioner Ria Pierre is fit to hold office began this week.
Okay, I don't get it. If she was fired, why do we need another board to establish if she's fit or not? Who cares if she's fit?
As you can see, I'm totally fit.
That's really not the kind of fitness that the Falam Commission on Marikana had in mind.
But I can lift 100 kg, Justice. Can you?
That's really not relevant here.
Oh, I don't know. I think she deserves an answer.
How much, Justice? 100 kg? 120 kg?
This is police bullying. Why aren't we talking about Marikana?
Because this is so much more fun. Vikile Mbalula might not have transformed sport, but he certainly transformed Facebook into a den of racist slurs.
Yes, and once again, South Africa has shown how quick it is to hurl racial insults.
If only racism was an Olympic sport, we would be the biggest winners!
It's really not something to be proud of.
Not now, no. But if there were gold medals for racism, just think how many South Africa would bring home. Innumerable and bounteous. We would have whole walls of shining effervescent gold.
You're making racism sound like a good thing.
I'm trying to transform my way of thinking so that I am not hurt by all the filthsome and scurrilous words of desecration.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we're definitely best at racism.
That is the spirit.
And hashtag Tipgate became a contentious issue this week.
After Rhodes scholar Ntokozo Gqwabe boasted about not tipping his waitress until she gave back the land, supporters rallied to raise over 100,000 rand for the woman. Thank you very much.
You bastard!
Whoa, but I put the 15%.
I know it's a good tip, but why do I never get to serve the racist? I want a crowd fund too, damn it! Give me more money, you asshole, you piece of shit! Be a racist! Be a racist! I don't want a racist!
I take it back!
You piece of shit! More money!
Sorry for the 15%!
Where's the racist when I need the f***ers? Thousands of workers attended a May Day rally in Johannesburg this week, though not as many as were hoped by the organisers, NUMSA and other COSATU splinter unions.
And Zwelinzima Vavi once again called for a new labour movement.
You mean he hasn't started it yet?
Well, Debora, clearly these things take some time.
We need to take bold steps to fix this very drastic problem.
The labour force has many problems. Which one will you be tackling first?
South Africa's stadiums are way too big. We need to make them smaller and more compact.
Smaller stadiums is a labour problem?
How can we be expected to fill these big stadiums with workers? Workers are at work.
It was a public holiday.
Real workers never stop working, Justice.
You're blaming poor attendance on the stadium size?
Who needs stadiums that big? We will start a petition to change this senseless practice. Look, I already have 2 signatures. No. Former comrade Vavi makes a valid point. Precious cement is being wasted on the construction of these giant stadiums.
Absolutely right. I'm about to make hashtag smaller stadiums go viral.
Together we can make fewer seats.
Actually, Julius Malema and the EFF filled up Orlando Stadium.
And Casper Nyovest filled up his venue.
And Mumford & Sons filled their stadium.
And Mariah Carey was totally full.
The point is these few exceptions don't
Lady
really...
Gaga did it.
Kaizer Chiefs and Orlando Pirates do it every time.
Okay, now you guys are just being mean. Hashtag stadiums must fall.
My non-comrade Musi, that sounds a bit dangerous.
What about better stadium for all?
No. Let us come back to you when we have agreed on a slogan.
Yes, that's the only problem with this plan. The slogan.
EFF Commander-in-Chief Julius Malema is making up words again.
From the man who made Chacharach famous and coined Zupta comes a brand new word. Sleepists.
You are welcome.
What exactly is a sleepist?
A sleepist is someone who sleeps while the people around him are wide awake. The sleepists think they can avoid their duties by closing their eyes. Sleepists are all around us. Wake up, my sister. We will not tolerate the sleepist resistance to the revolution.
Amandla! Sorry, that seemed quite rousing.
But South Africa need not fear. I have more words for her. Yeah, I have another good one. Facebook.
Let me guess. Facebook, but for racists?
You are good, Justice. Now take a guess. Protarian.
You're gonna have to help me a little with that one.
It's people who, like our national cricket team, look good but perform terribly under pressure.
I've dated a few Protarians in my time.
And of course, we mustn't forget shit.
It sounded like you just said shit.
I did. It's when you are all out of
It's like he's describing my whole life.
As elections draw closer, political campaigning is stepping up.
Speaker of the House, Baleka Mbete, has urged workers to spread the manifesto and campaign for the ANC.
These children in the opposition need to stop playing games with insulting the president and start campaigning.
Madam
I
Speaker.
do not recognize you.
Really?
Screaming out slogans must fall, this must fall, that is not campaigning.
Madam Speaker,
We rule. The opposition rules. Do they think they can take us on with these silly tricks and games and phones and apps?
I think it's called modern campaign strategy.
Sit down. It's silly. Hashtag this and hashtag that. When did it even become hashtag? It used to mean number.
But Madam Speaker, I am sitting and
Hashtag all you want. My ANC is not going anywhere. Viral what's are not going to win you an election. The ANC takes virals to the doctor where they get cured.
Do you think she'll let us ask her any questions today?
Nope, she's on a roll.
The ANC will turn all your hashtags back to number signs.
Opposition parties believe they can take the ANC down. Are you concerned that they could
Them and whose army?
The voters?
Ha! They can try.
Next she'll say, yo mama.
That's right, Debora. That's what I'm saying to the opposition. Yo, mama, come and have a go if you think you are hard enough. I recognize nobody.
Do you have a cat? Of course you do. Cats are awesome. Do you want to be treated right, Teddy? Well, do you, punk? His name isn't really Punk. It's Sparkle Horse. And that's why I'm feeding you the cat food for real men. I'm talking about super mega ultra take no prisoners. Man Kitty, yeah! The cat food just falls to the wall in your face, an extreme taste explosion. May contain traces of nuts. Man Kitty will make your macho kitty so big and strong. It'll never have to take any crap from other cats in your hood. Just look at the results. New Man Kitty, yeah! Just because it's a cat, it doesn't mean it has to be a pussy.
The nights are definitely getting chillier. Have you got some kind of winter warmer?
No, that's very personal, Justice.
Well, I'm thinking of getting an electric blanket, but I always have this phobia that it might fry me in my sleep.
Oh, that's what you meant.
What do you think I meant?
Was I fucking someone for the winter to keep my bed warm?
No, Deborah, I definitely don't want to do that. Don't tell me that, Deborah.
You know, because the friction from the body heat really causes a lovely tingle.
Sis,
And
Deborah.
of course, there's that raw body heat that happens when you orgasm.
Stop.
People are less likely to kill you than blankets, Justice. Just think about that.
I know what to think about it.
The courts ruled last week that dropping corruption charges against Zuma in the arms deal case was premature.
The long, slow battle to get criminal charges pressed against Zuma resumes. Pretty much any charges would please his opponents.
Some experts say it could happen, but probably only many years from now.
It was such a small pool. Why did these people take it so seriously? People need to learn how to relax. Get some chill. People really take things far too seriously. The arms deal, HIV, and so on and so forth and stuff like that. Yes, we really don't deserve this. You might. It was a lot of money you took, Jacob. It was, wasn't it? It was fun while it lasted. Hey, it's execution time again. Oh, already?
I tried to be a nice guy. I did everything Mandela wanted.
That land thing will get you every time. Shame, white man. You thought you got away with it.
Laugh it up all you want, Jacob. You're next.
Shit. I hope they are going chronologically. De Klerk, Tabo. I blame that Debora Pata.
This is a very unlikely future, not to mention a very disturbing one.
You have your dreams, I have mine.
SABC COO Hlaudi Mutsaneng announced the creation of 4 more SABC channels this week.
He also gave the SABC full credit for the career of South African rapper, aka.
You media journalists never get the facts right. The truth does not have the interpurposed morality of a multicolored goat.
You don't need a matric or a biohypnosis degree to know that without the SABC and without Hlaudi, there would be no superstar or powerballs in the sky, and even less widely admired former beauty queen wrestlers. Okay, but Shelly AKA's whole music career can't be only attributed to you and to the SABC. And where would he play this so-called music if not for Hlaudi's radio stations? Huh? Would he play it on a bus? No. On the train or on the plane in fish and chip shops? Without Hlaudi, AKA doesn't even exist.
But he makes the music himself.
Making music is easy. Even Hlaudi makes music. Listen up. Hit the track, DJ. Cut the track, DJ. If Hlaudi cuts off the signal, no one gets famous. No one? No one, would there be a Gareth Cliff in his microwave passenger cushion? No, not without Hlaudi.
His what?
Would Oprah have her money if Hlaudi didn't play her repeat over and over in cycles and repetitious experience? No. She was rich before she even had. Would there be a Madiba if Hlaudi didn't tell people about his statuesque acoustics? No.
That's taking it a bit too far.
No, and Hlaudi has not taken it too far. Hlaudi will go further. Hlaudi makes people. Hlaudi makes you. You have heard of Jesus Christ, haven't you? The SABC made Jesus. And then Jesus made Hlaudi.
What the Lord has given, I wish he could taketh away. Like now. You know who has almost definitely got a winter warmer?
Who?
Rian, of course. A practical man, always prepared.
I'm just going to assume you mean electrical blanket because my brain is not ready to handle this. Oh, Rian, hi.
Justice, Debora, how lovely to see you.
Wait a minute. Did you say Justice, Debora?
I think I did.
But you always say my name first.
Oh, I know, Debora, but I thought I would do something different for a change. Variety is, as they say, the spice of life.
Debora, maybe we should just take turns being first.
Hell no! Whatever happened to ladies first?
Seriously? You're going to play the ladies first card? Really, Debora? Is that what you're going to do now? Pulling the ladies first card?
No.
Good.
Oh, dear. I think I'll just do this again. Debora, Justice.
Rian!
Hi, Rian.
How lovely to see your glowing faces that lights up my life as surely as it does my TV screen.
Ah, sweeter than honey dipped in chocolate. So, Rian, when are you taking us today?
Well, Debora, it was 26 years ago that P.V. Botha resigned from the National Party in protest against reforms. Let me take you back. Good evening, goeienaand. Former State President P.V. Botha has announced his resignation from the National Party today. He says his resignation is in opposition to President F.W. de Klerk's sweeping reforms, including the unbanning of the ANC and the release of Nelson Mandela.
Kapir! Onsalven!
Vruggies, Mr. Botha, you seem to have changed political allegiances.
What? You snot-nosed verraaier! My allegiance is and will always be to the Afrikaans people.
But the National Party is mostly Afrikaans people.
Kak! Once you start giving blacks the time of day, you are no longer an Afrikaner. The National Party has become nothing more than a cesspool of communist and self-hating traitors with no ballas.
Well, I suppose we're all entitled to our opinion.
What? Kak! You are entitled to my opinion, Maniki, and nothing more.
Okay then, Mr. Botha. What are your plans for the future?
Total domination of everything. The Afrikaner will rise again. That liberal bastard de Klerk will get what's coming to him. I will lead my people to victory and drive the blacks into the sea. Except Nelson Mandela, because I plan to personally shoot that donors a communist terrorist in the face.
Goodness, I think he's really lost it this time.
And those National Party assholes will regret the day they were born. I'll arrest every last one of them and their families, and I swear, as God is my witness, every single last one of those treacherous bastards will fall down the stairs while in prison. Oh, well. I think I broke a vein in my head. Arm,
Are you all right, Mr. Botha?
Yeah, near. I think I'll go lay down for a bit.
Well, thank you for taking the time.
I'll be back.
I think I can speak for all of us when I say I really hope not.
Can you believe we have to wait all the way until June 16 for another public holiday?
Excellent attitude there, Justice. It really suggests how much you love your job.
I do love my job, but do you know what else I love, Debora? Sleep. I love it so much, Debora. I love it so much.
Ah, I too am a fan.
I think love of sleep is pretty universal.
Well, consider yourself lucky because given this election cycle, I'm not going to get any sleep until November.
Scott, do tell us about the latest U.S. insanity.
Oh, all right, if I must. America took a little time to focus on the current POTUS this week, with Obama facing his latest ever roast from the Foreign Press Corps. And as a cherry on top, Obama treated us to an actual mic drop.
Damn right I did, Scott, because you know who I am? I'm the president of the U.S. of A.
Yes, I do know that.
And did you know that on my watch, we killed the most wanted terrorist of all time, Osama bin Laden? Boom!
Pretty sure I covered that news story at the time, yes.
Have you seen my wife? How hot is she? Baby's on fire.
How many of those have you got?
I bought bulk, Scott. I can keep this up all day. Have you seen the size of my GDP growth?
This has been fun, Mr. President, but I really do have other news as well, so
And you know which college my little girl is going to go to next year? Malia's going to Harvard. Obese, out.
While Team Bernie cries voter fraud and Bernie himself blames the poor for not flooding out in their droves to vote for him, a quietly confident Hillary is starting to consider running mates. Will she dare to take on Elizabeth Warren and run an all-female slate, or will she go for a more conservative choice? Oh, I prepared for that list of potential VPs you asked me for.
I don't remember asking you for that.
You asked me psychically, 'cause that's how connected we are.
Really? And what am I telling you now?
So candidate numero uno is one to appeal to a more left-wing base. Snoop Dogg.
Call me crazy, Bill, but I had thought maybe someone with actual political experience.
Someone with political experience. Who do you know with actual political experience? Oh, now look here. I know you're quite keen on that whole feminist shtick. How about Sarah Palin?
Huh? Sarah Palin?
Yup, reach a loving hand across the divide. Embrace a Republican candidate.
Sarah fucking Palin?
Someone a little more democratic?
Someone a little more sane, Bill. How about that, huh?
Okay, so who do you know with political experience? Heck, presidential experience even. That's sane and would support you in everything you do. A real partner?
I'm done here, Bill.
Oh, well. While Hill dreams big, Bernie is forced to start dreaming a little smaller. The stalwart of the poor has found himself in a tricky position, firing staff. This hasn't been an easy decision for me. I ain't gonna lie. You've worked hard, long hours. You've always been true to the cause. But I gotta do what's right for the most number of people. That's why, Donnie, you're fired. No, Bernie. Aww. You're doing it all wrong. You sound like a pussy. You're fired. You're fired. That's how you do it, like Donald. I don't recall inviting you. Look, if you gotta fire people, do it with style, okay? Okay. You're fired. No, listen to me. I'm really great at this. You're fired. You're fired. Yeah, you're fired. You're fired. You're fired. And of course, Donald Trump only has one thing to say to you. Thank you. Thanks to you, America, we've got the GOP in the bag. I'm great. I'm really great. But now is the time to be humble.
I want to say to Ted Cruz, you were a great loser. And now to stick it to that bleeding woman Hillary, hashtag fuck you too, Mexican Arabs.
Fighters, I'm here today to tell you, you must not let Mother's Day distract you from the real political work. We must remain focused on our priorities, keeping the Zuptas out of our country, fighting against colonialist white capital, bringing Jacob Zuma to his knees at the barrel of a gun if we must. We are fighters and we must fight this war. We must take up arms. And also, we must celebrate the greatest woman of them all, Kuku. Come on, boys, like we practiced. Hit it! Kuku, Kuku, you know I love you. We love you, Kuku.
Oh, you know he loves you.
Kuku, Kuku, you're the queen of my heart. Your love is like the tears from the stars. Kuku, I just want you to know, loving you's like food to my soul.
It is. Yes, it is. It is. Yes. Oh, yes, it is. Oh, absolutely. Yes, it is. No doubt in my mind.
Okay, fighters, now I'm ready to take down that Zulu boy.
So, there you have it, folks. The future might hold smaller stadiums, more presidents in jail, and Hillary Clinton as US president. Or maybe none of those things. We just don't know.
This has been the 131st state of the Puppet Nation. Goodbye.
Don't forget to pick up your winter warmers.
No one wants a cold heart this winter.
Not even you, Debora.
Don't be rude, Justice.
Puppet Nation, out.